as a tip try is no good by Jones. Rockets looking to attack. Here's Smith, the driving kick, corner three, quick release, down the hatch it goes for Dillon Brooks, who's been shooting the ball so well. Van Vliet, down low to Şengün on the block, whips it up to a wide open Dillon Brooks, and Dillon Brooks knocks it down. 9 in a row for Houston, as Dillon officially makes his second three. Wow.
Out of sorts.
That time Şengün able to corral it, draws a crowd to Brooks, the dig, the shot to make, another three, his third.
That's good basketball.
And it leads to a wide open make. Swings it to Brooks, back to him, up top, good look, three ball, missed, tapped by Şengün, back to Brooks, another one, his fifth. His fifth. Van Vliet off the pick, it's turned back by Klingen into Şengün, back to him. Now to Dillon Brooks. He'll shoot the three, and he knocks it down. The first make for the Rockets here tonight after an 0 of 5 start.
Yeah, trying to attack Şengün, but he's improved so much defensively. Good basketball.
Yep, knocked down the three. His second, Dillon Brooks, now the second Rocket in double figures.
So much better going vertical, and the strength he's put on, it's him holding his ground.
Dillon thought about it, now steps in and takes it and makes it. Dillon again on Klingen. Another make.
So I think Chauncey's trying the same strategy, and Dillon Brooks says, don't disrespect me like that, man. What's wrong with you?
They made such a huge difference in the first half. Shot clock winding down. Dillon Brooks for three. Yes! Another one. 25 now for him. His third three of the quarter. Performance staff.
He's the guy keeping Dillon together.
His close friends call him Scott Nail. Thompson gets his own miss, kicks it back out. Here's the guy who's been making all the hoops. Dillon Brooks, another three.
DiVincenzo tried to leave it for Gobert. Bodies on the floor. Smith comes out of there with it. Van Vliet ahead to Dillon Brooks. Quick trigger. Good.
This is like how the Boston game started out.
Here's Green. They rotated. Brooks fires. It hits. Back-to-back threes from Dillon Brooks. We'll see if Randall has better luck. He has the matchup. Smith forced to give it up. Brooks will fire from deep and hit. Randall. No good. Here's Van Vliet the other way. Rockets trying to add to their advantage. Brooks has been hot all game.
Here's Jabari Smith Jr. DHO to Thompson. Brooks for three. He said he was the scorer in the Pac-12 at Oregon, folks. Van Vliet brings it across. Green off the pin. Out to Brooks from deep. And Dillon Brooks makes another three-pointer, his second one of the night.
Jalen Green able to get it back. Dillon Brooks is wide open. Makes a three.
Experience.
Devin Vassell out of the lineup for them. Brooks rims in the triple, his second.
He had a great start to that Dallas game.
Yeah, he really did.
Brooks, the handoff from Şengün, and he buries a three. Dillon Brooks blowing kisses early on here.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
Thompson spinning. Brooks a three. And the Rockets have found the connection from downtown so far.
Pop wanted Dick to get the ball early there.
Brooks will try again. Over Wemby and hits it. Those two got tied up in the third quarter. A challenge in their pocket. Green. Brooks wide open, and he puts in another three.
Spurs fall back into a zone here, and Pop just wants a different look on the defensive end.
And watch the threes if you're in a zone. There's Brooks from three.
You called it.
Mavs are 3-1 through the first 4 games. And now a long spell at home. Dillon Brooks. He knocks down a three-pointer. Off that nice pass from Dinwiddie. Eason inside. Kick out. Brooks for three. Timeout Dallas.
With their reserves, again, tops in the league. Dillon Brooks, corner three. And Dillon Brooks is now, since he's come back in, has hit a couple of shots, much needed shots.
Van Vliet kicks it out. Jalen Green finds a spot. Three-pointer off the mark. Anunoby tips it. But Van Vliet right there. Dillon Brooks will try and light it up. And does. Şengün. Brooks spotting up. Corner three is good.
2 on Van Vliet to Brooks up top. The 3 is good. So Collins needs some help and gets turned over. Nobody came to help him. And then Thompson to Dillon Brooks. Little setup dribble. And the nice soft rim.
8 for OKC. Adams off balance, wasn't going to finish it. Kick out that leads to the Brooks 3.
Was on that roster as well.
The streak started back when they were the Kansas City Kings as Dillon Brooks out of the timeout lines one up. Brooks, and he catches the 3.
That's a kind of an NBA thing. Şengün screens for Van Vliet, sends it into the corner, and Dillon Brooks triples.
Van Vliet is having a rough outing, folks.
Dillon Brooks triples. Van Vliet set him up.
And the Rockets got super lucky that that bunny was missed. And then Şengün, not much spacing there. Smith pulls out to Brooks, and he hits the Rockets' third 3. Jabari needs some help. Finds it in Van Vliet. Brooks for 3. Got it. His second. Avoid the contact.
Yeah, James is so smart. He knows it. There you go.
Wide open. Third 3 of the game for Dillon Brooks. Brown turns back Van Vliet. Şengün finds Brooks. Corner 3 is on the way, and down it goes.
Again, we talk about executing.
An excellent recognition by Houston. Here's Van Vliet again. Now in the corner, it's Brooks.
When he's shooting lights out.
Futile strategy for you.
It might be a triple-double Giannis here tonight. You never know. Start to look for his shot at the end of the second quarter. There's Brooks.
Rockets got the stop. Now they need to score. Brooks for 3. Got it. Dillon Brooks, his first made 3 of the game. 2 on Green to Smith. This team defends like Houston does. Really, really well, and that's a good sign for Dillon Brooks. Jabari did a pretty good job defending, but a better finish by Wallace. Dillon Brooks, they find the hot hand. Rims down another one, his second 3. That's 10 early points for Dillon Brooks.
You hit the deck and create a distraction while you're on the floor. Dillon Brooks for 3. He tried to tie him up. The clutch minutes. What else is new? Dillon Brooks for 3. The Rockets are here. 2-point game.
On the switch, it's Zoo. They lob it to Şengün. Good ball movement for a team that ranks last to the league in passing. They take advantage of the ball movement, and Dillon Brooks rips the cords on a 3. And it's Amin Thompson with a rebound. Rockets by 1. They've led by as many as 8. The Clippers have the last 7 of the game. A lot of turnovers in this second quarter for Houston. Brooks a straight on 3. It's good. And misses there. Zoo tries to tap in the rebound. Tate the other way. Make it Thompson, beg your pardon. Brooks for 3. It's good. And that 4 minutes that we were talking about now going the way for the Rockets. Jalen Green. Şengün swings it to Jabari Smith Jr. Back to Green with 5 to shoot. It's Brooks on the wing for 3 and rattles it in. I'll tell you.
In the lead, but the last couple of seasons in New Orleans, he's basically all but stopped taking those kinds of shots. As Dillon Brooks catch and release corner 3. He's 4 for 4 by Misi, scooped up by Thompson. He'll race the other way, comes downhill, finds Brooks, who makes it again from the corner. Van Vliet had a fantastic first quarter. Brooks lines up another one. His third 3. He's loved that right-hand corner here in this first half. A half a dozen really, really fun games last year, and that one right before Christmas in New Orleans was certainly one of them. Good skip pass to Brooks. Oh! It doesn't matter now, right or left corner. 13-28, that's just over 46%. Van Vliet to Brooks. This is where he has thrived. Another right corner three.
Well, keep in mind the Rockets hadn't played in some time, so maybe Ime is saying, hey guys, you need to stay fresh.
26 for Dillon Brooks, 6 of 10.
Hey, I got him a Buffalo Bills hat for Christmas.
You did. I appreciate
Straighten that kid right out.
Here's Brooks with a three, and here come the Rockets trying to battling on the inside. Şengün and Mobo guards him. Remember, Raptors without Jakob Poeltl. Double comes. Brooks the three, and it's good, and it's a one-point game.
Well, they send the double.
Big UCLA win over Gonzaga.
Dillon Brooks for three.
Welcome back, Dillon Brooks. Yeah.
3-time All-Star, 5-time All-Defensive selection. He's been a little frustrated that he hasn't been given a Defensive Player of the Year award yet. As Brooks.
And Alfie on Highsmith.
And there's another offensive rebound. 2 more second chance points.
Rockets really speeding the tempo.
Wow. Over again. 11 turnovers now for the Heat. Brooks will pull up triple. Good! Never moved! Brooks still on fire. This homestand with the Rockets were rolling. They had won 4 in a row. Brooks for 3. Whitmore ahead of steam. Finds Brooks, sets himself up, lets it fly from the corner.
I love the little note. If you notice, Cam Whitmore stay.
Both teams trying to snap a 2-game losing streak. Şengün finds Brooks. Good look, the 3.
There
Down
you go.
it goes. Third strong. Shot clock is off. High pick by Şengün. Van Vliet finds Brooks, who's open. Lines it up and knocks it down. Green thought about it. Now looks to take Holly off the dribble to help by Tatum. Finds Brooks a little off balance in the corner, and his 3 goes down.
How good is Dillon Brooks?
Pretty good big-to-big passing there, though. Brooks, line drive 3. Rockets needed that, his second triple.
Needed that is right. Now let's see if the Rockets can.
Rockets have gotten up 7 free throws so far in this first. At Van Vliet to Şengün to Brooks. That down screen freed him up by Thompson, and he stuck the 3.
Van Vliet, swing it over to Green. Brooks, pure. Dillon Brooks first 3. Şengün,
that's
the baseline. Here comes the double, then a kick out to Dillon Brooks.
I don't think that should come from the strong side, and that's not it.
Second chance opportunity for the Rockets.
That ain't it.
Brooks filling it up from 3.
Wells creating space but left it short. Rebound Şengün. Şengün, after a 16-point first quarter, sets up Dillon Brooks for 3.
We were just informed that Clint Capella is out tonight with back spasms. So the Hawks again thin in the ranks, much like last night in Minnesota. Dillon Brooks.
If they can continue to get it, Şengün in a pick and roll, because he's not going to help on the pick and roll.
Brooks still hot from last night. His second 3 of this evening. College Park in action tonight down in Florida against Osceola Magic. Outside, here's Dillon Brooks. Good again. Another 3. That gives him 13 in the last 2 games.
Ja Morant finished things right in Minnesota and starting it right here tonight.
Drive by Green. Van Vliet sidesteps. Sets up Dillon Brooks, an open 3, and Dillon puts that one down.
Fun matchups between these two of late.
This time Şengün with the steal. Now to Green, another Grizzly turnover. Here's Brooks' 3, and he rims it down. 8 turnovers by the Grizzlies.
Kind of goes to sleep.
Whitmore coming off the bench. 8 points. Now Van Vliet. It's called chilly. And the jumper is good by Dillon Brooks. Nuggets cut the lead to 19. 11 points for CB. Long range again, Dillon Brooks.
All right, sacked in that zone, and they're going to double Jalen Green as he brings the ball up.
Brooks, long 3, stopping an 8-0 Sacramento run. Shot clock is down to 4. Sabonis' screen, Murray on the wing, pickpocketed by Şengün, another turnover. And Brooks free, 3, got it! Big time hit.
Green quickly up the floor. Two-man play with Şengün along the edge. Dagnalls one over to Brooks. He'll line up a three and splash. Whitmore out of a double, finds Brooks for three. Could be the coup de grace. 117.99 count.
Van Fleet, good hustle. Saved it. Eason picks it. Comes on top to Brooks. History. Yes.
Finally, just the Rockets needed to see one go through.
It's just broke him down. Nice little reverse dribble, reverse layup.
Şengün appeared to travel. Brooks with a three.
Green pushing tempo. Here he is, Dillon the villain. The veteran Brooks for three. Brooks over Cornette for three. Hot start for Dillon Brooks. Taking out the frustration from Quentin Grimes dunk in Dallas. Şengün traveled out to Brooks. Another one. Man, he's smoking. Thompson and Eason, he's got the Terror twins with him. Eason out to Brooks. Another one. Dillon Brooks.
Oh, he's saying, and he's talking.
How Quentin Grimes' dunk score was twice as high as Luke's from tonight? No idea.
No, twice as high?
Dillon Brooks again for three. Not to force that one. Dillon Brooks another three. His sixth bomb tonight. That matches a career high, and he's talking to us. Tell him that. I'm fine with just single at this point.
You just want to collect.
Yeah. Oh my goodness!
What is going on?
Luke's 5 for 6 from the floor. Made the start tonight. Dillon Brooks again.
Now he's talking to that side.
Jeez, the silencer. Under 2 minutes. Thompson streaking. Brooks for three. No! He hit another one. His 10th three.
Jaren Jackson. Here come the Rockets, 32-14 with a road record of 17-6. Open three, Brooks. He had 10 of them in Boston the other night. For the Rockets, the number 12 offense. It's Brooks, three, another one. Dropping it in, another triple. He's got 10 with 2 threes. Boy, have they turned things around. 500 finish a year ago, and now at 32-14, as you saw. Brooks, three. Wow! Good looking throw up there by Brooks.
And losing streak. And for the Rockets, it'll be 2 losses in a row after they had a 4-game winning streak.
Inbound to Brooks. Knocks down a three with 1 second to go.
Brunson goes at Holiday. Boy, a lot of contact there. Ball knocked loose. Bridges tries to knock it away. Green comes up with it.
Pounding Brunson into submission that time.
Brooks barely had the ball in his hand, and he knocks down the three.
It's at 5. Şengün trying to find space. Found none of it. Williams the knock away. Brooks got it off and in. A tip three from Dillon Brooks on a broken play. Reed Sheppard starting the second half rather than Aaron Holiday as Russell can't hit the jumper. Here comes Thompson. Good movement. Brooks' three is good.
Sometimes how you remember things. It's you're in the play, you're in the rebound.
Brooks carries the 3-2-point game.
He missed the previous 3 losses, and they felt the presence of not him being there, and also with Fred VanVleet as Dillon Brooks knocks down a 3.
Gobert battling with Şengün. Şengün gives it up to Brooks, and he hits the tray.
He's going to match his game as
Oh, can't hit the reverse. Knocked off balance, wanted a foul call. It's 5 on 4. Brooks makes the Wolves pay.
I mean, that is the most giant of giant killers.
Again, used to say
through refrigerators in the back. Şengün spin dribble and way up there for Jalen Green. No good. Tip out rebound though by Steven Adams. And now Dillon Brooks, corner 3, got it.
impressive, man. Jeff and Iron Man, and you think back to him having his heart surgery, and the testament is Dillon Brooks gets that shot to go, and he was the hero up in Toronto.
Found the mark from 3 here in this fourth quarter when it's mattered most. Thompson, the kick. Brooks, the shot.
There you go.
To Dunn. Brooks, a quick pull, knocks it down. Comes back across, intercepting the pass, reading it beautifully was Brooks. 4-on-2 Houston. Brooks gets it back, he'll shoot the 3. He'll make it! And the Rockets have the lead!
You like Şengün's eagerness to guard Durant, but a little confusion with the matchup.
3-ball, Dillon Brooks! Now 4 points in the quarter for Durant, his 16th 30-point game, though, of the season. Averages over 27, 6th best in the league. Green to Brooks. Dillon Brooks makes another clutch 3!
It's a special game for Jalen Green. He got to work out while he was in high school with Steph Curry, so he's got a relationship. He's a Northern California guy, as Dillon Brooks gets another 3 to go.
Yep. In their defensive rating, they've slipped a little bit in that category since they were here in mid-December. Here's Brooks, a pull-up 3.
Seems like when you're struggling, Dillon Brooks.
And that's the rare catch and shoot 3 for Anthony Edwards. He much prefers to get into a rhythm off the dribble.
Dillon Brooks drains a 3. Alexander Walker and Reed with 5 apiece for Minnesota. Şengün has 6 to top Houston. Brooks cans another one. Dillon Brooks catching fire.
Had a bucket, a block, and a steal, and there's Kenyon Martin. Hiding behind those sunglasses.
Well, he's got the toughness of his dad.
Other than that, they've had to move the basketball and work.
A.J. Green defending Jalen Green. A.J. Green can get after you defensively, and Dillon Brooks fires up and makes the 3. Houston by 7, 8 straight. Speaking all year, Ryan, against the elite teams in the league. And a block by Şengün, saved it to Holiday. Now to Thompson. Across to Brooks, pulls up for a 3.
Great basketball there.
Thompson beat Lillard to the ball, back to Brooks, thought about it, set himself up, now lets it go, and he makes his third 3 in a game. He's got 11.
Pretty move there from Lillard.
Green to Brooks for 3. Yes! Another one for Dillon. 4 triples.
Because they are a paint scoring team more so than a 3-point shooting team.
They're 9th in the league in points in the paint. They're 3rd in fast break points, where the difference in field goal attempts in the paint would go from fewest in the league to most. Brooks again on a 3. And Dillon Brooks back-to-back triples. Green off and running for Houston. Green kicks it out. Brooks 3. You bet. Timeout San Antonio. The lead is 23 for the Rockets. A generation of kids' favorite players and a franchise cornerstone traded away. Brooks from the wing connects on a 3.
26 against Memphis.
Good movement here. Brooks again. Dillon Brooks with 19 on the night, his 5th 3.
Any sort of ability to stop his backwards progression, so Levine now has 13. Brooks is open, and he makes the triple, his first make and points of the night.
He's going to go into that spin, wants to get back over that left shoulder.
Brooks for the lead, got it.
Thanks Turner. Turner drives in with a left hand, left it short. Şengün leads the break.
He got bodied by Şengün. He never got his body going to the basket.
And Brooks this time hits a 3.
And he said something about that. His Euro step makes it look like he's traveling for sure. It's off left. Oh.
There's no question about that. Steven Adams with Dillon Brooks. You don't have to ask him. He's going to go up with the 3. Dillon Brooks gets it.
So it's 2-1 Houston here in the bottom half of the first inning. Dillon Brooks, and it's now 5-1 as the Terra Twins hooking up on that last play. Here's Brooks, and makes another one. 2 for 2 from 3.
The 3-ball getting the Pels back in this game.
Yep, 9 1/4 for C.J. McCollum. Final seconds, and Brooks. 8 for Holiday, 6 for Steven Adams. So, again, everybody getting it done. Toe on the line, that's a deep 2. Offensive rebound, Thompson. Back out to Brooks. He gets beyond the line, and he makes the 3. His 4th of the... Steven was able to keep himself on balance and not crashing into the front row.
I think he thought about...
That's number 5. He was questionable coming in. Brooks stepping back. Oh, and another 3. 6 of them now. I think he's played some games.
The hair out?
Yeah. Finds Brooks. Another 3. 7 for 11. Dillon Brooks.
They're not playing a lot of back-to-back games. They're kind of controlling their minutes a little bit.
Dillon Brooks catches and fires. He hits.
Turn back. Now to Jeff Green. Back to Brooks. And Green rejected by Smith. Just ate it up.
Got numbers.
Brooks for 3. Yes!
I'm telling you, man, he has been so good in transition.
They've been an elite foul shooting team now for a handful of years. They've scored 7 straight to tie it up at 18. Brooks trying to break that tie and does. Iguodaro there by Steven Adams. Şengün spinning. But they got away with a push to kick to Brooks, and it bounces down. Brooks will try another one. That one is good. Airballed the previous one and stuck that.
Well, that's what happened.
It's getting real close to being over. So they have got some decisions to make with all these hurt guys and these 2-ways running out. Back. He's got 8 points. He's made all 3 of his shots. Brooks gets the 3. His first.
And look, man, they're physical. They're playing hard.
Eason to Brooks. And Dillon, after an 0 for 7 start, makes his first shot of the first half.
The double's going to come, but they've got to burn it.
Good ball movement. And Brooks with the shooter's touch. Now he'll shoot for 3. That's his 3rd. 17 for him, by the way, another.
I didn't want to leave it just that open-ended, man, but you take away the jump shot, he's getting by you.
19 for him. Brooks, another one. 7 triples for the Rockets in 6+ minutes to start the second half. Van Vliet on Brissett. Back across to Brooks, his 3. Good.
Isaac, 3-point shot, wide left. And picked up by Dillon Brooks. Brooks stops and fires a 3. That's good. Magic have made 6 threes. Here's Eason. Well, I thought he did to Samus Franz earlier. Yep. And that's a 3 by Dillon Brooks. Van Vliet inbounds it to Brooks. Good screen from Smith, and Brooks delivers a 3.
That's a set play out of bounds.
And another offensive rebound, this one to Amen Thompson. And those second chance points sting. 9 points now.
It's the homecoming for DeAndre Jordan. He's a Houstonian and trying to keep some size on Şengün.
And Brooks from Şengün gets the Rockets on the board. Quarter 40% for the 3-point line this year, 41% for his career. He shot the ball lights out against the Rockets last year. Brooks, he was hot early. There's his first shot of the 3rd quarter, quarter 3 and 8. Hopefully the Rockets on this reset possession can get some points. Here's Brooks, deep 3. Line drive, it's good. That's his 3rd 3, 15 now for Dillon Brooks. From 3, he's got 9 points. He has been in double figures each of the previous 3 games. He does shoot 37% for the 3-point line as well. Brooks, his 3, it's good. 9 assists for Şengün, 14 points, 14 rebounds to Gordon. He's pressured, turns it over. Şengün, the drive, the kick. Brooks is open, corner 3.
Huge play. You want to get Daniels off of Jalen. There you go. That's a much better matchup.
He'll close out on Brooks, and he still makes the 3. That's Dillon's first triple of the night.
Spark off the bench for Atlanta.
Green stepping into one. That one dances off right to Steven Adams to Brooks. and he makes a three.
They've built through the draft. Colin would love to have that shot back because that's just his money bucket. Brooks, one bounce, he'll take a triple. Up and in. Dillon Brooks went 1 for 5 in the first half. They feed him, but here comes Jalen Green. Around the corner. Rebound, Amin Thompson. Brooks will take the triple, hits it.
Now back to Brooks. He'll shoot contested three, and he'll make.
That's been so good.
He didn't hide behind a defender.
No, he told you through his first career 6 starts, 26 assists, only 3 turnovers. As Brooks.
Remaining for the Lakers, who, as JJ says, are building toward their playoff mentality. Brooks with a three. Nice stroke for him. Brooks, Şengün, Dillon Brooks backpedals a step and he'll get the three to drop.
Right at the rim.
Brooks will put up a three. Nice shot outside, Dillon Brooks.
There's an offensive rebound. Another missed shot at the rim, though, as Kessler. He can't convert after Filipowski missed the reverse. Now the Rockets will try to record the game's first points, and they do on that Dillon Brooks three. Thompson to Brooks, another three for him.
His release is so much faster. Got excellent touch, man. Just so much potential there.
He was really good in March. 15 points a game, 8 rebounds, and that three rims down for Dillon Brooks, his third.
Defenders are staying with him. They're just not rotating over in time. Dillon Brooks was late.
Skip pass to Dillon Brooks for 3, and he's at 39% on the year.
Just haven't scored a ton off, but only 6 points off of those.
Yeah, 12-6 points off turnovers favoring the Rockets. Amin Thompson out to Dillon Brooks for 3, and he's got it, and Brooks is having a shooting night. Lakers with a great win against OKC today. They had a 3-point barrage. I tell you, Dillon Brooks, my goodness.
Dirty work done inside, not just by cutting, but he'll post those mismatches, and he had Jalen Green there.
Gordon is having a tremendous season. Brooks for 3.
Trying to get that back to you so you can get a little better look at all that whole story. And the shot by Brooks is good. Already you just see the contesting of shots, the contesting of passes. Smith the extra pass. Brooks, and that will go down for Dillon Brooks. The Rockets look the other way. Van Vliet back out Smith up top. Brooks lines it up and hits the three. Dillon Brooks with his second field goal.
Try and get more free throws. Get some dunks, get some layups. That will open up the three-point shot.
Brooks gets an open three-point look, just as you say, knocks it down. Very few players have good field goal percentage in this game. Brooks nails that one. That's his 4th three-point. He's actually 4 of 8 from 3.